fantastic welcome to all of you to My Avatar, My Identity. This is your show, and it's about all the people that inspire you and their amazing identities. Speaking about identities, we have launched myavatar.com. That's myavatar.com, a destination diversity job portal for everyone that deserves a spotlight. Speaking of spotlights, there is one young gentleman who's the guest of this show who has been literally hogging the spotlight and in the best way possible, winning awards, regaling us with his jokes, and actually turning a dreary morning into an absolutely bright one. And the best thing about Abhishek Kumar is that we do not know which is the identity of his that inspires us the most. Yes, dear friends, today we are here to meet with Abhishek, the creator of the Mrs. Janaki comedy series. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me in the show, ma'am. It's a pleasure, and I still can't believe that you've called me and with so many other legends you've called before. So thank you so much.
It's such a pleasure, Abhishek, and it's fantastic having you on the show. And I must confess that when I'm looking at you, immediately two other faces come to my mind, that of Mrs. Janaki and that of her husband, who up until now is unnamed, which is very
Yes.
interesting. Yeah. So I just want to ask you the first question of today, Abhishek. How did you come up with this idea of, a personality who's actually very, very different from you?
Oh, yes. So the first spark of Mrs. Janaki came about when my sister's board exams were cancelled. My
Okay.
little cousin sisters. So she literally called and she கூத்தடிச்சிfied over the phone. She's like, அவ்வளோ ஒரு மார்க் வரும்போது அவ்வளோ பீத்திப்பீங்களே பட் எங்களுக்கு எக்ஸாமே இல்லை மார்க்கே இல்லைன்னு சொல்லும்போது the 90s kid in me
Yeah.
had a stomach burn, to be very honest. I was like, how did they get away with such a big significance? Because 10th board starts from 9th standard for us. We don't have 9th
Yes.
standard annual holidays. We start preparing for 10th from then. So it was a little tough to digest. So I was like, I need to do something about this. This is the crazy content which has come in place. So I asked my mom for a random kurti. I made that animoji previously for my mother. The face was for my
Oh,
mom. I was like, okay,
okay.
anyway, she's too shy to do anything. Let me use this for something. And I started Mrs. Janaki. There was no nice planning to it. It was just an impulsive video which I put out, ended up being viral.
How beautiful is that? Here, Abhishek, one thing that makes me, want to ask you this question. Obviously, you must have observed a lot of people because the tiny quirks that you bring about in Mrs. Janaki's personality, also her husband's personality, those come from deep observation. So, as a child, were you very observant? Have you always been very observant?
I think more than me being observant, my father is very observant. So
Uh-huh.
every time he goes for a shop and comes back, he'll have at least three people to imitate. The shopkeeper, some other customer, or
Okay.
maybe with me myself, I myself. And
Okay.
so, me being so close to him and observing him up close, I realized that humor, the best form of humor, according to me, is observational humor. Even my stand up, I talk about it a lot, I act about it a lot. When you beautifully recreate an incident which you've seen 10 minutes before and you're able to match it perfectly, that humor is something else. So, me being so observant right from childhood, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of teachers, I've seen a lot of apartment uncles who scratch their chest. They
Yeah.
can't they can't stand without scratching some part of their body. To talk about it might seem a little crass and disgusting, but when you
Yes.
recreate it
Yeah.
in an emoji, it
Oh,
looks a little more
yes.
aesthetic. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. You said it. Abhishek, I want to ask you a little serious question here. You're a class topper. You're someone who went and did engineering, who was, I mean, I just have to look at your LinkedIn profile to see the kind of exceptional stuff you've done academically. Now,
yes,
for such a guy to choose a complete offbeat career like stand up comedy must have taken some guts and some convincing. How did you do that? How did you actually let your parents know that this is the path that you want to, sort of follow?
so it was a little tough initially. So because I got placed in college, I did get a job offer and all that, but
Okay.
I realized I really feel myself and I feel complete on stage. I love getting attention, and when you get a couple of claps, it's very contagious. It doesn't stop
Yeah.
with one show. You want to keep going. You
Yes.
want to keep doing shows. So right throughout my third and fourth year in college, I head the dramatics club of my college.
Okay.
So every fest we used to go participate, we used to win. I used to get best actor awards and all that. So this became a little addictive. Like in college, there are a lot of other things which addict students, but I got addicted to the stage. So this attention, the prize money, the claps, the applause, the recognition, all this became a little too addictive. And then in my fourth year, one of the cultural judges groups, they realized that I'm winning everywhere. They're like, every
Uh,
fest we go to, you're winning something or the other. So would you like to work with us? And I was like, I don't mind at all, but where will I get my bread and butter from? They're like, you won't just be doing drama, you'll be teaching kids theater.
wow.
So this seemed like a dream job. I'm not just doing drama on weekends. Weekdays, I'm teaching kids theater.
Oh,
But still, this concept seems good for me. I still had to convince my parents. They did not understand the concept of this fully until they watched my first ever public show. They're
okay.
like, okay, this boy has something in him. Let us give him some time. And hopefully, over the years, I've made them proud. I'm still not sure.
Oh, you have made all of us actually proud, Abhishek, because when you won the Comicstan final thing, it was like every kid, who had gone against the grain and who wanted to do something totally different, that kid going out there and winning. That's how I think it felt for a lot of us. Now, I
Thank
have
you
a
so much.
question. Thank you. I have a question for you about, being an independent artist the way you are, which is you are part of what is called as the gig economy, and you do gigs, you do shows,
Yes,
you don't
yes,
have a steady sort of a daily routine
yes,
kind of thing.
yes.
How do you manage this? Isn't it a little unsettling? Isn't it kind of, you don't have a routine, you don't have like a place to go to, like a office or something?
Correct.
How do you manage this? What is your mindset?
So, very luckily, and I'm very grateful for this. I don't rely just on stand up. I'm very particular in keeping myself open as an artist and not just as a comic. So I
Oh,
try to take up acting gigs, I try to take up TV commercials and stand up comedy gigs as well.
okay.
If it was just stand up comedy, I think I might have had the concern, like you said. But since I'm open in more than just one spectrum, I think I'm lucky and fortunate to receive one gig or the other every month.
Okay.
If I don't have a stand up gig, I have a TV commercial. If I don't have a TV
Okay.
commercial, I got a movie call.
Okay.
If I don't have a movie call, again, there's a stand up gig coming with the other. So, in between all this, Janaki came about and she gave me a lot of opportunities. I'm very grateful for Janaki. So, I
Yes.
think the one thing you should keep doing is to be consistent and to keep putting out content. In this social media enriched world, you need to be seen. People shouldn't forget you. I think that's the one thing I kept following. People shouldn't forget me. I don't care if it was 2,000 followers or 20,000 or 80,000, which is now. Those people
Oh,
should always remember me every time they open the phone. So I think being consistent helped. And right now, I think I'm reaping rewards for the hard work I put in earlier.
absolutely. And that's just so brilliant to, watch you, because you have steadily grown and your
Yes,
profile
yes.
has grown. So how do you see yourself, say, 5 years from now, Abhishek, in the sense of, would you still be known as an artist or would you be known as a stand-up comedian? What would be your identity?
I would just want to be known for the right things. That's all. I don't want to be known for this or that. I just want to be known for this guy who makes us laugh, who makes us smile. That's the biggest compliment I've received during the lockdown because we've been
Yes.
surrounded by gloomy
Oh,
news, negative
yes.
stuff. That's why Janaki came about as a surprise for a lot of people because she spoke about everything around under the sun, but in a very fun way. So I think I'd be a lighter and a softer version of Janaki because Janaki is a little too rude. Because I'd like to be known as that guy who keeps us happy. At the same time, I'd like to earn some bread and butter for myself as well.
Absolutely. We've heard that you've gotten into Kollywood now, and you've been
Yes.
doing Tamil movies. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so
So
much, man.
how
Thank you
is
very
that
much.
experience? How does it feel to shoot for the the big stage, the big screen?
Like I told you, I've been very comfortable on stage. I got too
Okay.
comfortable with the stage where I have the audience with me. I can overreact because on stage you have to do a little bit of overacting so that you reach the last row of the auditorium.
Yeah.
You need to explode that much. But then I had to do the opposite in a screen. If you watch that much overacting in a screen, it looks a little too much. So it
Okay.
was me unlearning the whole art form and becoming myself compatible to the screen.
Okay.
This process took a little time. I was a little rusty in the beginning, but then the actors around me and the directors were very, very warm and comfortable. They made me adjust a little too quick.
Okay.
And
You're
I
a
still
quick
am,
study, I guess. You're a
yes, ma'am.
fast study.
I don't really know about it, but I'm really overwhelmed for the fact that I got my opportunity.
Oh, that's wonderful. If you were to be asked to give advice, okay, to young children who want to become a stand-up comedian like you when they grow up, what would that advice be?
My advice would be you're very lucky because by the time you come to a career path, decide if you want to do stand-up comedy or corporate gigs, you will have a stage for stand-up comedy so available, so you don't have to convince your parents. I'm 100% sure. Because right now, an Amazon Prime kind of a platform is producing a stand-up comedy competition means by the time you come, the prize money will be a lot more and the money bet on you will be a lot more. So congratulations, number one. And number two is if you want to do something, get into it with 100% conviction.
Mm.
Don't get into it with 70-80% because you won't feel it at the end of the day. So my only advice would be if you want to get into anything, go in with 100% conviction. That's it.
You know, this has been such a fabulous conversation, and I'm actually just feeling so bad that we have to, cut it short because we've reached the end of the segment. But Abhishek, from all of us at Team Avatar, kudos to you for having been that ray of brightness. In fact, I very literally remember that particular day that my daughter shared your first Mrs. Janaki snippet with me on Instagram, and she said, Amma, I know that you're going through a tough time right now because it was pandemic and we
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to, all of us were going through tough times in various ways. And she said, you just watch this and your mood will brighten up. And I have to tell you, Abhishek, thank you from the bottom of all our hearts because you have made such a change to so many of our moods.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Means a lot. Thank you so much, Team
Thank you.
Avatar, for having me. Have a great day.
Thank you.
This is my avatar, my identity, and I am comedian Abhishek Kumar. And thank you so much for having me. I just like to remind you that keep spreading positivity, keep smiling, and always go. Thank you so much.
I thoroughly enjoyed that conversation with Abhishek Kumar, the creator of the Mrs. Janaki series. And what clarity, what amazing energy. And the most important thing that I felt about this conversation was Abhishek's conviction that he was breaking barriers for the next generation to come by creating a level playing field in his own arena, which is stand up comedy. With that, I hope you enjoyed this episode of My Avatar, My Identity. Do check us out on www.myavatar.com, which is the destination job portal for underrepresented talent. So if you feel you deserve a spotlight, go log in and check out myavatar.com.